walked after the counsel of the Most High. Noah walked after the counsel of the Most High. Do you understand? You don't really understand that regardless of how you look at us as men of the Most High, you still hearing the counsel of the Most High, regardless. When we open this Bible up, look, Proverbs 1:24. Because I have called and you refuse. I'm telling you. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. What's his hand? Psalm 17. He stretched out his hand, no man regarded. See, that's why we have to go into this word and show you other nations and the times that we're in captivity under them, and why you can see that these particular nations are going to be in the kingdom and going to learn righteousness. Going to be beating them. Most High said he's going to beat them with a rod of iron. That's the laws of the Most High. But look, Psalm 17 and 14. He say he stretched forth his hand, right? He say, from men which are thy hand, O Most High. From men of the world. What world? The men of the world of Israel. Not of this world that you, this wicked world that you looking at and being in and observing and thinking that it's something, got some kind of power. No. Men of the world. What world? Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Most High with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, which means confused, world without end. So that's the Most High's hand. The men of the Most High, which are the men of Israel, which is that world without end. So going back to Proverbs. See, you don't want to listen to his counsel. Oh, but you're going to hear it. You're going to hear it. Whether you accept it or not. You don't have no choice but to hear it. But you're being warned. Just like our people, you know, we look at try to find a way, an easy way. Ain't no easy way out of this. Ain't no easy way. You got to put in time. That's why I say let your body be a living sacrifice, which is your reasonable service. You got to sacrifice. Surely you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do this, you want to do that. No, you got to sacrifice. Because what's promised to us is beyond what you can see in this dang old concrete jungle. When we talk about streets paved with gold, clear gold, that's the street that we're walking on. What you think the kingdom gonna be like? My second says, I go to prepare a place for you. In my Father's house are many mansions. Beyond what you can see here. Come on. Listen. Proverbs 1:24. Because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand, which is dealing with the men of the Most High. And no man regarded. You hear it? No man regarded. You kings don't regard what we say. But you have said at naught all my counsel. What he said. And what he said. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 4. Because being ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged aright. Killing us. Judgment is not guilty. Sinning on camera, the judgment is not guilty. You have not judged aright, nor kept the law. You never kept the law. Nor walked after the counsel of the Most High. We've been given the counsel of the Most High. We've been giving you the counsel of the Most High. If you have not, as he said, but ye have said at naught, said at nothing, all my counsel from the men of the Most High. Telling you. And with none of my reproof. I mean, look at all the things that the Most High have done and doing. He's reproving you. What do you think he's doing when he tell you this? Isaiah 29 and 6. What do you think he's doing when he do this? thou shalt be visited of the Most High power of hosts, power of armies, of angels, with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise of hurricanes and tornadoes and tidal waves and all the rest of the noises of all the disasters that he bring upon this earth. And with storm and tempest, fire, and the flame of devouring fire. That's his reproof. You ain't want to listen? So listen what he says. Most I speak once, say twice, man perceive it not, but here it is. He's saying it again, over and over again. Proverbs 1:26. He said, I also will laugh at your calamity. He said, I'm going to laugh at your calamity when I bring all these disasters upon you. That's what I say. You're going to fight these disasters? You're going to fight against the Most High? That's what you got to be concerned about. Listen. And also, I also will laugh at your calamity and will mock when your fear cometh. When he make you scared, make you afraid, make your fear come. He gonna laugh. When your fear cometh as desolation, I can't get no clearer than that. Listen, as your fear comes as desolation, that's why I said you gotta get ready to fight the Most High. Fight the elements. Can you do that? No. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. There it is, right there. Tornado, hurricane, storm. As a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. Then shall they call upon me. Then they want to call upon them. But I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge. They say they don't know what they're talking about. You want to keep the little watered down Christianity and whatever religion you're dealing with. It's watered down. You have the Bible say, talk to me. They can't talk to you from the scriptures or the word of the Most High. Watered down, whatever it is. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High. There was none of my counsel. Hear that? They're not tuned into these last days of the Spirit of the Most High rolling in men of the Most High. You think they tuned in? No. They want to follow some. That's why he said, verse 22, how long ye simple ones when ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. And fools hate knowledge. He called you a fool. That's why he said, hey. Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge. You're a fool. They hate knowledge. And did not choose the fear of the Most High. They were none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. You want to say you can come as you are? Be how you want to be? The only one that accepts you as you are is Satan, the devil. Come as you are. Because you ain't got to change for him. Just be wicked. Just be evil. Just follow his tradition of being wicked and evil and stubborn and self-willed and not humbling yourself so that you have an opportunity to see the kingdom forever and ever and ever. Like I said, going to be a remnant of everyone. Or you're going to be thrown in the lake of fire. Point blank. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. Yeah, you follow your own way, right? Follow your heart, right? That's what the Most High said. You're going to eat of the fruit of your own way and be filled with their own devices. See? For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, going to kill them. And the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. You know that? The prosperity of fools shall destroy them. The fool is the one that hate knowledge. Don't want to take the time to learn this, to live this, and apply this in his life. Including the Israelites. You first. But he's talking to the other nations also. Now let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon 6 and verse 5. You see how it all flows together through the Spirit of the Most High. horribly and speedily shall he come upon you. You heard what he said. We go on and on and on. He said horribly. How horrible is the wrath of the Most High, the fear of the Most High, the indignation of the Most High. He said horribly and speedily shall he come upon you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places, those that's in charge. Once again, horribly and speedily, I mean fast, quick, fast, in a hurry, shall he come upon you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places. For mercy will soon pardon the meanest, but mighty men shall be mightily tormented. But mighty men, what he said, verse 1, hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand, learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Understand this. And I'm talking about people first, because you got to understand, because you have a certain spirit on you that will rely on the kings of the earth. And the Most High got something for you too. Listen, he said, but, verse 6, but mighty men shall be mightily tormented. Verse 8, but a sore trial shall come upon the mighty. Unto you therefore, O kings, do I speak. The Most High speaking to the leaders of this world, that ye may learn wisdom, which is a proper application of knowledge, how to apply knowledge in your life. Don't be a fool and hate knowledge, but how to apply this knowledge in your life. This could be your last warning. Unto you therefore, O kings, do I speak, that ye may learn wisdom and not fall away. For they that keep holiness holily shall be judged holy, and they that have learned such things shall find what to answer. Wherefore set your affection upon my words. Once again, wherefore set your affections upon my words. Desire them, and ye shall be instructed. But if not, verse 5, horribly and speedily shall he come upon you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places. So now, knowing this, knowing that horribly and speedily shall be upon them in high places, how can our people fall into this category? Go to Isaiah 30. How can you fall into this category and think you tune in with the Most High? Isaiah 30:1. It said, woe means destruction to the rebellious children, said the Most High. That take counsel. They take counsel. This counsel that you're getting right now. They take counsel, but not of me, not of the Most High's words. Or you can have them in the Bible say, talk to me. Tell me what the Most High is saying. But whatever it is that you have to ask, that we can go into this Bible and come up with an explanation. They can't. They take counsel, but not of me. Listen, you're going to tell you who they really following. And that cover with the covering, they cover with the covering, but not of my spirit. Ain't of the Most High spirit, ain't of my Shai spirit, that they may add sin to sin, because they say we ain't under the law. And those that sin keep the laws, not following the laws, or coming against the laws for partiality to someone else, have respect of persons to some other people, or to the ones that's in their congregation, or trying to be someone in hell, adding sin to sin. Because if you're going against the commandment of the Most High, that's sin, regardless. If it says it in the law, it's the law. Ain't no ands or buts about it. It's the law. You don't go against it, or are you anti-Most High? Listen, that walk to go down into Egypt. Our Egypt is captivity, slavery, and bondage right here in America and all over the world. And have not asked of my mouth, ain't asked of his mouth. Like you say in the counsel, you're getting counsel. Men of the Most High have been counseling with this word, giving you the understanding of this word. And you have looked for some other way. Look, he gonna tell you. To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. There you go. They go the kings of the earth. Strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, or your kings, your presidents, your whoever it is that's over you in these kingdoms that we scattered among in this earth. And to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Trust in what? The shadow of Egypt. You trusting in the land that you're living in as an Israelite. They're going to save you. No, ain't no man going to save you from the condition that the Most High put us in. He the one that boom. He the one that heal. He the one that kill. He the one that make alive. Get your attention. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This ain't our rest. Listen to say, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh, therefore the strength of you trusting in the kings that the Most High has said, told you about them, and told you what they have to do, or they're a fool. You don't want to learn this knowledge, you're a fool. You ain't got no chance to be a remnant of the nations that's going to be redeemed from this earth. You're a fool. You're going to be cast into the lake of fire. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. Hear that? You trusting in a leader that's not for you. Look. Let me show you. Go to Song of Three Holy Children. We already knew this. So knowing this, now we got to deal with what it is that our ancestors decided, well, we're going to do what we want to do. We're going to follow our heart. We're going to follow our mind. We're going to do like the nations. We're going to learn the way of the heathen. And now the trap that was set up for us as learning the way of the heathen, Most High turned his back on us. That's why it says, seek his face. Because he turned his back on us. Turned his face away from us. Look. The Song of Three Holy Children, verse 9. And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies. Hear that? Lawless enemies. They're not going to keep the laws of the Most High. Lawless enemies. Most hateful forsakers of the Most High. Hear that? Lawless enemies. Most hateful forsakers of the Most High. And to an unjust king. Hear that? And to an unjust king. And the most wicked in all the world. Can't get no clearer than that. Dissect that. It said the most wicked in all the world. So here we are. Going back to Isaiah the 30th chapter. It says, verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. You're going to trust in a system that's not for you, that's lawless enemies, the most wicked in all the world, and to an unjust king? It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh or your king be your shame. And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, the shadow of your captors, your oppressors, your confusion. You trusting in them, you're going to be confused. The shadow, we're supposed to be rolling like this. Psalm 90. Psalm 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. We're supposed to be under the shadow of the Almighty. You understand? Under the shadow of the Most High, wow, Mashiach Yahweh Shai, the Almighty. You understand? Not on the side of the devil and Satan and the serpent and the beast and the dragon and whoever else is red, and Esau, the Edomites, and so forth. But under the shadow of the Almighty. That's not the shadow of our oppressor and captors. That's why it says, the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. Isaiah 30 and 4. Where his princes were at, up there, I want to go verse 9. Isaiah 30 and 9. that this is a rebellious people. Talk about us. Lying children. Lying children. Children that will not hear the law of the Most High. Because you indoctrinated, and stop saying you brainwashed. Because your mind is not clean. When you wash something, you clean it up. Your mind is filthy but nasty. You ain't thinking right. So your mind is polluted. And you understand, you don't understand. I'm going to show you the best I can on praise the Most High. Look, Isaiah 47. What the Most High has done? Verse 6. He said, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand, given them to the so-called white man's hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient, as thou very heavily laid thy yoke. So the Most High polluted his inheritance, right? So when he polluted his inheritance, that's why your mind is not brainwashed. I mean, it's a lot of things. You can come to a higher understanding if you think opposite of a lot of these and look at the etymology or the beginning, the origin of these words that you're speaking and don't even know what you're saying. Don't even know what you're actually saying. And show me where initially even the word Christianity or Christian meant Christ-like. That's made up. That's made up. Many words are made up. Go to 1 Ezra 8:69. So the Most High polluted his inheritance. His inheritance are the 12 tribes of Israel. This is what it says. The nation of Israel, the princes, priests, and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land. Listen, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles. The Most High polluted us. How? By us dealing with the Gentiles, these other nations. He's going to name them. To wit of the Canaanites, these are so-called Africans, Hamites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and the Moabites. Those are Chinese. Egyptians, Moab-Africans, and Edomites. See? Edomites. So-called white people. Indigenous, I might say, of all these people. Because a lot of times you're looking at people, you can't go by just appearance. Because, you know, at this moment, white is right, black is get back, you know. So, white privilege. A lot of people that are Israelites, they even went into being a so-called white person because they have privilege. But still, it says the pollutions of the Gentiles. Most have polluted his inheritance. He polluted us. And what do? We chose to be following the ways of the nations. These other nations, the Gentile nations. And they turned our minds away from following the Most High. You can't say it's not because you're following religions that say we're not under the laws of the Most High. Now, any religion that you're in, they're not taking you through the laws of the Most High. You're not operating under the Most High Sabbath. They say, this is my day. The Sabbath day is his day. You're not going through what you're supposed to be going through and following the Sabbath, not spending and not buying, selling and so forth on the Sabbath. You're supposed to be dealing with the word of the Most High. From the beginning of the 7th day evening to the end of the 7th day evening. Look on your calendar to see what the 7th day is. Because all of them is called, named by God, of gods. All the days of the week. So most I said, be circumspect. Don't mention the name of other gods. So it's 1st day, 7th, 2nd day, 3rd day, 4th day, 5th day, 6th day, 7th day. So the 7th day is, look on the calendar, you'll see the 1st day is the day that they go in and worship the sun. So you see the Most High polluted us, his inheritance. So going back to Isaiah 30. This is what we've done. You can cry and pray to the Most High you want to, but if you don't follow the instructions, the rules and regulations that he has given us throughout this Bible to say, oh, I got to change. You want to be reborn again? You have to change. That's all it is, because you can't come to your mother's womb anymore. You can't come out of your father's sack no more. You're going to your mother's womb to be created. No, you got to change the way you think, the way you operate. Because a lot of people think, oh, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. It's amazing how people can think that prosperity is righteousness. Nah, the Most High reign on the just, so he blessed the just and the unjust. What you talking about? You got to start doing what he say do. Do you eat pork? Do you eat shrimp? Do you eat crab? Oh, no, I don't eat pork, but I eat shrimp. I love me some shrimp. No, you still off. You're not supposed to eat nothing that eat doo-doo. Catfish and so forth. Red lobster. Pork, the other white meat. All these things they put in your face to what? Keep the Most High's face away from you. That's what the Most High said. He always say you got to seek his face. Why we got to seek his face? Because he turned his back on us. Turned his face away from us. And now all of a sudden, he going to be looking at you? And you're not doing what's right? I don't think so. I'm here to warn you. I'm just a messenger to let you know what time it is. And our people, and what we're dealing with, and what we're going through, and how we think. How we think. Isaiah 30 and 9. That this is rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Most High. You hear that? Will not hear the law of the Most High. Because they caught up in religions. Which say to the seers, see not, don't be looking at us, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Don't tell us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. It's easy to deal with Christianity or any other of these other religions. That's easy. You got a little bit of time you bring to them, a little bit of something, a little bit of feel good. Lift them up and all that, and let them go back out there until they come back again and take their money. When you hand them the Bible, say, talk to me. Talk to me about self-examination. Talk to me about not being self-willed. Talk to me about not being stubborn, not being rebellious. Talk to me about what I need to do to change my life, that my name can be written in the book of life, that I can live forever and ever and ever, rule this bad boy forever and ever and ever. Like I said, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it, that follower. That I could be in part of that. That's the most important thing you need to know. Because you're going to live this life, die, and then be cast into the lake of fire when the judgment comes. If you rebellious against the word of the Most High, his laws, statutes, commandments. But here we are. I say, get you out of the way. Listen what it says. Which say to the seers, verse 10, see not, don't be looking at us, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speaking to us smooth things, prophesy deceits, hear that? Tell us lies. We don't want to hear. That's what they say. Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Don't be trying to stop us from doing what we're doing. I don't want to hear that. I've been programmed. It's, like someone said, how can y'all be right when everybody's following a certain way in all these different religions? Because you've been taught wrong. I don't care if it's from your daddy, your mama, your grandmama, your granddaddy, whoever in your family that you try to follow still, and it's not conducive to your name being written in the book of life. You wasted your time. Because you in hell now, you're gonna see more hell when you die. But people don't believe that. Oh, they gone to heaven. Everybody that live, they gonna be wicked as ever, and they gone to heaven. Every time you look around, they gone to heaven at a funeral or so forth. That's madness. Because you don't understand the word of the Most High. You gonna be judged by what we do in these mortal bodies. So it behooves you to change, to repent, ask for forgiveness sincerely, and stop doing wickedness, being evil. Or let the Most High deal with you. You think it says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You heard what he said. You gonna hear what he said, I'm gonna laugh at your calamity. Listen. Get you out of the way. They said, get you out of, turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. So we know, as men of the Most High, how you feel. It's all here. It's all here. You stubborn. You rebellious. You don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. Therefore, and this is what you're dealing with. Straight up. Go to Ecclesiasticus 10 and 7. This is what you're dealing with. It's already known what you're dealing with. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. Pride is hateful before the Most High. Hear that? Pride is hateful before the Most High and man. So the Most High and man hates someone that's prideful when you rolling in righteousness. And by both does one commit iniquity. Look at because of unrighteous dealings, which is those that's not keeping the laws of the Most High, injuries, and riches got by deceit, injuries and riches got by deceit, by lying and stealing and pillaging and all that. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. Look, verse 11. For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts, and worms. It sounds like to me like you're going to heaven. When a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts, and worms. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High. So if somebody telling you to follow a certain way, their way, that's contrary to what we read in this Bible, then you better pay attention to what the word of the Most High say, or you're gonna be prideful. It tells you the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart, which is your mind, the way you think, is turned away from his Maker. You turn away from the Most High. This pride. You turn away from the Most High. You follow what man says. You hear the smooth words, prophesy to us deceits. You've been lied to. Come on. You got to understand this and believe this, and overstand this. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it, you have pride, shall pour out abomination. The Most High hate all abomination. Filthy, wicked acts, sins. You're going to pour out sins. And therefore the Most High brought upon them strange calamities, like we just read in Proverbs, the 1st chapter. Strange calamities, and overthrew them utterly. Listen, the Most High have cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. Most High have plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place. That's the humble. Those that have humility. Those that are looked down upon. Those that are shown that they have no merit in this world. What's going to happen when you see Esau is the end of the world in 2 Ezra 6 and 9. And Jacob is the beginning of their following. The Most High overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. You hear that? The Most High, who rules in the kingdom of men, overthrew countries of the heathen, took them out, and destroyed them to the foundation of the earth. He took some of them away and destroyed them, and have made their memorial to cease from the earth. So he said, hey, some people you don't even know about. He made their memorial to cease from the earth, the memory of them to cease from the earth. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. They that fear the Most High are a sure seed, and they that love him by keeping his commandments are honorable, an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. You hear that? We ain't under the law. We in American grace, we Gentiles, we're graphic men, we got to speak in tongues and be filled with the Holy Ghost. All of that you taught. But you ain't under the law, as most I said. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. Why are you deceivable? Because you want to hear smooth words and deceit. That's why he call you a deceivable seed, because you have been lied to, and you love to be lied to. You love for somebody to get up there and lie to you, because you evil, or else you be honorable. And tell them about themselves. Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable. Hear that? Honorable are the men of the Most High that's doing, learning, living, and applying this law, such commandments, and faith in the Most High in their life. So are they that fear the Most High in his eyes. See? The fear of the Most High goeth before the obtaining of authority, but roughness and pride is the losing thereof. Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Most High. And what's the fear of the Most High? I asked that question a few times to adults, and they gave all kind of explanations, except for to be afraid and to be scared. I'd ask a child, what's the fear of the Most High? And they would be sitting there listening to all the things that all the adults said, and ask the child, what's the fear of the Most High? To be afraid of him? To be scared of him? And everybody like, oh, how you ain't think of that? But just show you how that veil be over our eyes, you can't see. This world is the most dominant, mind control world we've been in. That's why it takes you to think opposite. Majority of the time, to be able to come into the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the Most High, the Mashiach Abishai, and to know what we got to do as a solution to reach the kingdom, to be part of it. Once again, verse 21. The fear of the Most High goeth before the obtaining of authority, but roughness and pride is the losing thereof. Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Most High. Point blank. The glory is the fear of the Most High. Look, let's go to Proverbs 13th chapter. Proverbs 13th chapter. Proverbs 13. Proverbs 13 and verse 10. Proverbs 13 and 10. Only by pride cometh contention, but with well advised is wisdom. And wisdom is the proper application of knowledge. So you being well advised, but only through pride cometh contention. So when somebody's going back and forth with you about the word of the Most High, they prideful. When you handle the Bible, say, well, let's talk. I got a Bible, you got a Bible, let's talk. And they can't do it, that's pride. Then they get an attitude because they haven't studied, they don't want to be under anyone to learn all the different aspects of life that this Bible brings forth. To be able to talk to you from the word of the Most High. You should be able to do this by any means necessary. Verse 5. Proverbs 13 and 5. A righteous man hateth lying. Hear that? A righteous man hateth lying. We hate liars. But rebellious of our people say what? Speak to us what? Smooth words, smooth things, make us feel good. And deceit, lie to us. But a righteous man hateth lying. But a wicked man is slothful and cometh to shame. See? Ecclesiastes 16 and 8. Ecclesiastes 16 and 8. Neither spared he the place where Lot sojourned, but abhorred them for their pride. You hear that? Sodom and Gomorrah. That's where Lot resided. The Most High hated them for their pride. He destroyed people for their pride. He pitied not the people of perdition, who were taken away in their sins. You hear that? He pitied not the people of perdition that were operating against the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, who were taken away in their sins, taken away in breaking the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Nor the 600,000 footmen who were gathered together in the hardness of their hearts. And if there be one stiff-necked among the people, it is marvel if he escape unpunished. Read it again. And if there be one stiff-necked among the people, stubborn, self-willed, can't tell them what to do, don't want order, want to be out of order, and if there be one stiff-necked among the people, you talking about praying to the east, all these qualities you got to look at to make sure that you're not following in this category of stiff-necked, self-willed, stubbornness, and rebellious, so that you can be answered. You can be honored by the Most High. And if there be one stiff-necked among the people, it is marvel if he escape unpunished. It is a marvel if he escape unpunished. You want to be stiff-necked, rebellious, self-willed, and stubborn, according to your own will, what you want to do, following your own heart, like the world says. Well, I don't say that. What do you say about you want to follow your heart, your own mind? It's amazing, man. You live this, and you have people that always come against you like they've been in it forever. You count in the Bible, say, talk to me. Let's talk about this, that, third, whatever. They can't. But yet still, they always want to come up against you, have their own opinion. Especially people that get next to you, you be like, wow, man. It tell you, and Jeremiah 17 and 9, the heart, which is your mind, the way you think, is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? The Most High know it. I, the Most High, searches the heart. He searches the mind, how you think. I try the reins, the way you going, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. That's why we got to be careful in what we do in these mortal bodies at this time, because, you know, we all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High. But you can change. You can change. That's why the Most High, look, this is hopefully ammunition for you for all